Hey, what's happening gamers? It's Luke from GameZone, and I present to you another video in GameZone's Higher Ground video series. This time, we're taking a look at Mario's newest bosses in Super Mario Galaxy 2. Just so you know, we're only covering 9 of the hardest bosses in the game though. If you're having trouble, then do not fret because we've got some cool strategies for you to reach the end of the game with comfort and ease. Alrighty then, first up on our boss list is Bowser Jr.'s pet dragon, the Gobblegut. At the start of the battle, the flying dragon will chase after you like a pack of wild dogs. When he's about to eat a chunk of the ground, immediately jump to your left or right to dodge the attack. Once he does that, he will drill through a hole with his head to pop out of another location on the planet's side. As he's doing this, his 8 armor pieces will try to go through but temporarily get stuck. Use this advantage and attack those weak spots with Mario's spin attack. However, don't remain stationary for too long, as the ferocious beast will still come after you. Just move around but stay close to the other weak spots to take them down. With a bit of patience, this beast will meet his maker and reward you with a grand star. And you thought the first dragon was a walk in the park. Well, don't even underestimate his flaming counterpart. The fiery Gobblegut is one tough customer. The battle plays out virtually the same as the first dragon fight, but this time this fiery bad guy has an inferno surrounding his entire body. Just follow the same strategy as the previous battle, but make sure you stay clear away from his flames because they will burn you. Not to mention he'll shoot fireballs in the craters to create lava pools. That's not fair. This is definitely one of the hardest boss fights by far, but where there's a will, there's a way. After some gruesome battling and strategic thinking, the Power Star will be yours to claim. Now here's a fun fight that people will have some fun and hatred for. The Diggle Egg is the first mechanized droid battle you have in this game, and the fight is in 2.5D too, which is pretty cool. As you can tell, your only way to hurt this colossal robot is to use the drill power-up to crack the glass. The glass is located at the top of the body, but the only way to hit it is to wait patiently until he places his weak spot beneath his body. Otherwise, if you hit him, then you'll ricochet off him and won't do any damage to him. Just keep in mind that you have to watch out for the yellow drill bills that Diggle Egg shoots out from its bottom. If you just remain parallel to the boss on the other side, and once the main frame flips over, use that chance and strike its weak spot again. Repeat this process 2 more times and the Power Star will be yours to achieve. Well, this boss looks awfully familiar now, doesn't he? Anyway, this huge snowy boulder will roll around on the planet with a mug face and try to squash you flat. There are snow piles that are on the planet, but they are mostly coins to restore your life points, which is necessary by the way. You have no idea how much this guy gave me a difficult time because of that jerky look, too. But looking at Soribity, you can probably guess that the red spot on his nose is his actual weakness, and you know what? You're right. Now its roll patterns may vary, as his nose may not always be in the direction you want to strike at it. When the nose is in your sights, an exact place where you want to hit it, do so and don't hesitate or you'll miss your opportunity to hit him. Repeat this process 2 more times and the snowball is melted by your power. It's time to face Bowser Jr. for the first time. For this boss fight, you have Yoshi to help even the odds, as this machine will shoot bullet bills at you, smash platforms to make it hard for you to maneuver, shoot a bonsai bill at you, and try to flatten Mario with its hammers. Be aware as the bonsai bills cannot be swallowed as they're too large for Yoshi to taste. However, a second player can stop the big bill in his tracks, but if you're playing solo, you have to evade this attack as best you can. Also be fully aware that the hammers that Mech uses for hands will create shockwaves to hurt you if you are in front of him. Now you're probably wondering, how did we beat him? There are actually 3 glass cores on its body that's its weak spot. There are 2 in the front and there's 1 big one in the back. Immediately at the beginning of the fight, I want you guys to grab a bullet bill and then make your way to the back of the robot. Once you're back there, shoot a bullet bill at the middle of the robot's back to crack the glass. Then you'll want to avoid the bullet bills and the creature will turn around. What I want you to do is go back and shoot him in the back 1 more time. After that, I want you guys to take care of the glass cases on the front of the monster. Now, after this, you'll notice that there is a armored core on top of its head. What you guys need to do here is when he shoots the two bills at you, leap into the air with Yoshi and shoot the top of his glass. You have to do this twice, and after the second time, you will defeat Bowser Jr. Well, the first time anyway. Now here is a big beastie with epic proportions. It's Glam Dozer, and she is one foe that was pretty vengeful by all means. When you arrive on her planet, you will notice that there are chain-link platforms for you to butt stomp on. These platforms position you underneath the arena. When underneath, go to the middle and butt stomp the switchable platform to wake up the angry and grumpy boss. The first phase is quite easy. All you have to do is lure the boss in traveling over to your position. Stand on top of a switchable platform and butt stomp on it when the boss is close to strike her. In the second phase, Glam Dozer will shoot magma balls at you to try to fill the chain-link platforms with hot lava. Just do the same thing as before, but make sure the platform you go to isn't covered at all. The final phase is really hard as this boss becomes faster and angrier. Yikes! She'll shoot more magma balls at you and make it tougher for you to find a non-lava covered platform. Just be patient and quickly find one clear one. Then finish her off when Glam Dozer charges at you the final time. Huzzah! We've earned another star. Next we tackle the reptilian creature of the Slip Sand Galaxy, the Squizzard. This big beast may not be hard because of his silly features, but looks can be quite deceiving. The first thing you'll notice is that there is sand underneath you and platforms for you to jump all over the place. Luckily, there are fire flowers floating in bubbles around the boss. Grab one and wait for the creature to open its mouth. This boss actually has one main attack, but three variations. The first round he'll throw sand balls at you, the second round spike balls, and the last round huge bombs that explode, all of which will remove your health if you're hit. Evade this creature's attacks the best you can, and try not to get sucked into the sinking sands either. When its mouth opens, shoot 4 fireballs to weaken him. Repeat this process 2 more times, evade his spikes and bombs until the boss is toast. Here we are with the final fight against Bowser's son. This time he's taking no prisoners as his device is a towering, tower. By looking at the cutscene before this battle, you can see that the nasty little critter is at the top of the tower, where we need to hit him. By looking at the boss, we can see that it has cannons that shoot electrical spheres right at you. Pretty tricky. If that isn't enough, then there are 3 flame ball poles that circle around half the planet's diameter. It may seem impossible to go up against this boss at first, but fear not, as there are cloud power-ups to assist you in climbing this nasty tower. Once you're above his location, butt stomp to crack his shield. On your second run, the tower will use its ventilation fans to suck everything up to it while surging itself with electricity. Shocking! Follow the same strategy as before, but watch out for the tower's electrical surge as it can fry you badly. By the final round, the tower will grow out of the ground and become a towering battle tank. Quite a cheap trick if you ask me. The only stress you have is that the weak spot is again higher than before, and it will take more platforms to elevate yourself in order to reach him. With a good chunk of patience and evasive maneuvers, Bowser Jr. will meet his end in no time at all. Finally, we've reached the climax of this guide, and we will discover what you need to do in order to take out the mighty King Koopa once and for all. On a side note, you will fight this boss 3 times throughout the game, but with only a few new bells and whistles in each battle. We will be covering all 3 fights. In the first battle, Bowser will roar to summon 3 small comets onto the planet that you are standing on. Now when Bowser punches the big planet, he will cause the 3 small comets to levitate, which in turn create projectiles that you can shoot at him by butt stomping them. One thing to note is that there's a circle of light that shines below Mario to indicate where Bowser is about to strike. Just get out of his way and leap onto a comet and hit him 2 more times. Next we enter into the second half of the first battle. Bowser will do the same stuff as before but has a new attack. What he does is chase after you with his fiery breath after he summons more comets and punches you again. Dodging the flames isn't too hard, just run ahead of his fiery blast. Well, that works for battles 1 and 2 anyway. Later on, not so easy. Once he punches the planet, jump onto the projectiles and repeat the same process 2 more times until you beat him. This match plays out virtually the same as the first match, but the biggest kicker is that Bowser's punch and the falling comets create ringed shockwaves on the stage that you're standing on. To dodge the shockwaves, all you have to do is jump over them and follow the same process as the first fight. Simple, huh? Now it's time to tackle Bowser in the final battle. The shockwaves that Bowser creates will go straight forward in 8 directions, toward the center of the planet parallel of Bowser. 3 small comets will take part in the fight, which means that 3 ringed shockwaves are created as well. What makes this fight difficult is not only do you have to dodge the ringed shockwaves, but the fiery breath is improved and his punches also have shockwaves. After you hit him 4 times, the battle isn't over yet. You and King Koopa will fight in this black hole where you stand on those small planetoid projectiles while Bowser continues to roll at you with his spiky shell. This fight is actually really easy and all you have to do is jump and land toward the many platforms and butt stomp on them to hit Bowser with full power. After doing that 4 times, the deranged King Koopa's multi-galactic conquest has been put to an end, thus ending another chapter in the Super Mario Galaxy storyline. I hope you enjoyed this boss guide, as it should prove to be very helpful for those of you having such difficult times with the game. Just follow those simple pointers and your way in achieving all 242 power stars will leave you with less of a burden on your shoulders. Anyway, that does it for another video of GameZone's Higher Ground series. Be sure to keep it locked here for more guides coming from yours truly, and stay glued for more exclusive content that you won't find anywhere else. As always, this is Luke, and my catchphrase is God bless and happy gaming. Thank you so much for watching, and until we meet again, gamers.